And we back with another one. Y'all already know what it is. This DAZ'S journal. And I'm just giving y'all some shit that y'all need to hear. Some shit that's gonna motivate you. Some shit that might inspire you. And some shit that I just been learning day by day while I'm on my journey. Yes, I'm still in monk mode. Yes, I'm still doing everything I'm doing. I ain't smoked no weed. I haven't been entertaining no females. I just been pushing head forward, you know what I'm saying? And it feel good, you know what I mean? I feel good. Like I feel complete within myself. Like not complete yet, because you're not complete without God. But I feel just, I just feel more alive within myself. So with that being said, let's jump straight into it. What I'm gonna say is, what I'm gonna get y'all today is, sometimes you can't listen to people. Like sometimes you think you would think somebody give you good advice, but that advice is really the advice to hold you back. Let me say that one more time. So sometimes you might think somebody's giving you good advice, but they really give you advice to hold you back. Let me elaborate now on that. What I mean by that is, like, you ever been like doing something? All right, I'm gonna put it in a context where y'all might understand, where I can fully understand it. All right, I'm gonna say it in my context, because y'all know I love giving my stories. I mix and master. Y'all see the setup behind me. I know how to mix and master with music, and I've been doing it for a little while now. And I mix and master all my music since I've been doing music for since 2011, 2012. And I've just been getting better at it. And then I had a couple of friends where they mix and master too, but they went off to work in studios and started doing other things, working with big artists. And I used to always just go up to them and be like, yo, bro, what do I need? What do I need to do to get better at this? Like, I want to get better at this. I'm trying to sit down and learn with you. How can I get better at this? And they used to always give me they would make it look like they giving you the whole sauce, but they didn't give me nothing. And I like literally couple days now just realizing that. And it's crazy because you will think that somebody's really giving you the whole soul. Somebody's telling you the whole thing to look out for you. But the whole time they just telling you little pieces of the situation to keep you at bay, so they could look like they actually doing something when they not, or they actually being a good person, when they actually they keeping you away from the whole source of the thing. And let me go more into detail. Like I was mixing and mastering, and I didn't know that the better equipment you got for your music, the better quality you would get from the music. Not just from like the mic. I had a great mic. I always had a great mic. I always had a great setup. I always had a great mic. I mean, iMac. And but I didn't know little thing. It was just little tweaks that would make my whole sound better. But they was never telling me that. I used to always be like, yo, bro, why my sound not sounding good? Like, why don't it sound good? And they'll be like, yo, just add this effect, add this effect. And it had nothing to do with effects. I used to be like, yo, bro, do I gotta buy something? And he used to be like, nah, you good, bro. Just get this. Just put this effect on it. And I'm like, yo, why it don't sound like how I want it to sound in my head? They was trying to hold me back, low key though. That's what people would do. When people know you good or you better than them at something, they'll give you information, but they'll give you the information to keep you at where you at. Because they don't want you to grow to their level. Because if they know if you grow and you could get certain things right, oh, you're gonna skyrocket out of here. You're gonna skyrocket out of here. So you like let me go down. Let me go a little bit. I'm just giving you the details of what happened so I could explain further why you shouldn't listen to people and you should just always listen to yourself and learn, look to learn. So, recently I just say, you know what? I'm gonna invest in myself. I'm gonna invest in me. I've been saving for a while. I've been doing my own thing. I say, you know what? Let me invest in my music. Because if I really want to do it, I gotta invest in it. I invested in it. And it's like a light yesterday, matter of fact, yesterday I was doing some music. That's why I didn't get out a video yesterday too, because I was so caught up into doing my thing. But yesterday I was doing music, and when I recorded, I said, oh, all I needed to do was invest in myself a little bit more. And they wasn't telling me this. All it was, like, I would see them throwing shots, because they would be like, if you know about music, when you mix a song, it's called, when you're an engineer, or somebody engineers your song, they say that they mixed it. And I will be putting music out, and they'll put something out, and they'll be like, mixed by me. And I always used to look at that and look at it a little way, but I never, So now I realized they was just trying to hold me back, because they knew if I would have had that source a long time ago too, I wouldn't be here with y'all. I wouldn't be here. I mean, I would be here with y'all, because I always would want to talk back to people and give back knowledge, give back information. That's just something I always did, like, as a person. I always just gave back. I don't care, because one thing about me, if you know you great in your heart, you never scared to give the next person the same information, because you know that it's enough food for the whole world to eat. And that's how you got to think about it too. Don't ever be stingy. Don't ever be stingy with information, because that's when that's grimy. Like, you could be stingy with your time and your money, but don't be stingy with information. Because if I fish for you, I'm only giving you fish for the day. But if I teach you how to fish, you can fish for the rest of your life. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, like, I came to this discovery that I had to just get my thing. So now, yesterday, like, it blew my mind out the water. I'm like, oh my God. This whole time, I'm thinking they're giving me tips and tricks, but they actually holding my ass back. It was actually holding me back. And I'm not saying that, like, because I needed this whole source or something. I'm saying that because I asked a million times, do I need to upgrade my equipment? They kept saying, no, don't upgrade. Don't upgrade. You do good. This is good. What? So with that being said, let's get straight into it, y'all. Like, sometimes you got to follow your intuition and just do what feel good to you. Do what feel good to you. Don't listen to nobody else. Like, they wanted me to, like, all right, another thing, right? No, I won't talk about that. That's a situation that I'm gonna get into, that another situation later. But you gotta start taking heed for yourself. Learn. Look to learn. Life is a learning process. Do not think you know everything. You don't. The people, the smartest people, know that they don't know nothing. They always looking to learn. Like, I could know a lot. I could tell you whatever I'm learning or whatever I know. But I know in my mind that I gotta learn a million more. It's always something to learn in life, period. It's always a lesson to learn. There's always it's a blessing in the lesson. Always look to learn. Stop letting people tell you, oh, this is good enough. Especially if you know it's not good enough. In your heart, if you know it's not good enough in your heart, look to learn and get better. Look to learn and do better. Because some people will know your potential, but will give you the bare minimum so they can hold you back. Because if they can hold you back and you can't get to where they at, they can look like the star. When in reality, they're not half of what you are. You get what I'm saying, y'all? Like, take heed. Everybody got some type of greatness. Don't let people hate on you. Don't let people hate on you. Don't let people hate on you. I remember one time I told somebody, like, yeah, you know what? When I growing up, I used to fight a lot. When I say I used to fight so much, I used to fight a lot. And I used to be like, yo, I think I could be a boxer. Somebody like, that take a lot of work. So I'm like, I don't want to do it. I grew up, I started boxing. I got into it after a while. I don't know why. They say when you turn 30, you always pick up a new skill, or you pick up, like, just something. You just pick something up. So I guess I picked up boxing. And I go boxing coaches see me, and they see how I box, and they be like, yo, why you didn't start earlier? Like, why didn't you start when you was younger? And I'm like, what you mean? They be like, you have natural power. They always say you have natural power. You have a natural knack for the boxing. So that, like, don't listen to nobody, y'all. You gotta stop listening to people and follow your intuition. Listen to people that's there already. And even sometimes, if they there already and you feel like they give you bullshit information, you look to learn on your own. It's books. There's books. There's information. The internet is unbeatable now. There's so much ways to learn about anything you want to learn about. Don't stay stagnant. When you stay stagnant, time gonna pull you back. I don't know if I could find it, but if I could, I'm gonna add it to this clip where it's this guy on the, because that changed my life. Like that me seeing that, it changed my mentality. It was a guy on like a not a treadmill, on the escalator, but the flat ones, like the escalators, but the flat ones. You know, like the ones that be in the airport that help you go faster, or you know, whatever. And he was on it, and he was just and he stood there, and then you see him move out of frame. Then you see him walk back into frame, like he was just walking, but he was walking, and he was in the same exact frame. You get what I'm saying? And then he started running, and then he ran past it. He got off he ran out of frame again, like ran out of frame this way. And that just showed me, like, if you stand still, life gonna pull you back. If you comfortable with being comfortable, you're gonna always stay where you at. But if you attack life, you're gonna get, it has no choice but to give you what you want. It have no choice. Especially if you got God in your life. Keep God in your life. Put God first. And don't just put God first by thinking that, saying a prayer and saying a prayer is going to do it. No, you gotta like actually follow his rules. Like, you gotta have a clean heart. Like I told you the other time, when my mans had 2 laptops. I was doing a situation with my mans, and he didn't even know I got 2 laptops, but he thought it was one. And I gave him 1 laptop, and I kept the other laptop. But something in my heart, it was just I swear, it was so bad, I could not sleep that night. That's when I was living in Atlanta. I couldn't sleep. Like, I was up all night thinking about it. I was thinking about, like, damn, do he know? Like, do he know? Do he know? And even, I'm like, nah, he don't know. Even when I found out he didn't know, it was still bothering me. I'm like, nah, I can't do this. I don't care what it is. I'm not taking nothing from nobody. I'm not stealing from nobody. I'm not going to do wrong in life, because you might not see it, but that adds up. And God got a funny way of keep biting you every time you do something wrong. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you. So don't listen to nobody and keep looking to learn. Like, it's always a venue or a way to learn. It's always somewhere that you can learn from. You can learn from a baby. And what I learned from babies is, be yourself. Be 1,000% yourself. Because you see a kid, when you go to a classroom, right? I heard this saying, if you go to like a kid's classroom, like from like first grade, second grade, they're going to ask you the most outlandish things. They're going to ask you, like, they're curious. Like, who's God? How was the planet made? How was the planet made? Was dinosaurs real? Stuff like that. Like, and that just show how far their mind could go. But they say when you go to like a 12th grader, they stop asking questions like that. And it's true. Like, they will ask you more like logical questions. And that's what it is. Because we live in a world where people try to make it make sense to not dream or not think big, or no, you got to always listen to your inner child. Listen to the inner you. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, always be curious. Like, it's a curiosity killed the cat, but curiosity made the human better. That's my saying too. I ain't hear that from nobody. I just thought about that. Curiosity killed the cat, but curiosity makes the human better. Don't be curious about people's business. Be curious about life. Learn. Like, just Pick up books, learn. Learn. Like, I was so curious about just learning about like culture and stuff. I picked up the Malcolm X book, and the Malcolm X book, like, that's another book that changed my life. Changed my life. That man went from he used to smoke and drink and do coke, do I don't want to put any drugs on his name, but he used to do some other hard drugs. That man went to jail, started reading, changed his whole life. He said that he wanted to be a lawyer when he was younger. He asked his teacher about how to be a lawyer. This go right back into what I'm saying. Don't let nobody tell you what you could be. He asked his teacher when he was younger, can he be a lawyer? His teacher looked at him and said, no, you can't be a lawyer. You're not smart enough. And look, he came out to be one of the greatest speakers ever. He was in jail doing debates. He was so smart and the debates in jail that they took away all the books from the jail. Because he was asking the questions. He was making the people that went to, he was having discussions with college kids that was like in Yale and like in them big colleges. And he was crushing them. And they was asking, like, how did he get all this information? They started finding out he was reading the books from the jail. They took all the books. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't be, man. And don't let nobody hold you back. Learning is a great thing. Keep learning, keep moving forward, keep pushing. Keep pushing. He went to jail for what Malcolm X went to jail for burglary. He went to jail for burglary because he was stealing from rich people's cribs. And he was dating a white girl and she told on him. She ain't get no time. Him and his friend got time. And his brother, right? His brother introduced him to Minister, I don't know if it's not Farrakhan, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And at first he didn't believe in it. And then he started writing Elijah Muhammad and, y'all already know the rest. But then he found the truth in the end where Muhammad was Muhammad was telling them not to sleep with no little girls. See, it's all tying back into the same thing. Not to sleep with no girls. So Malcolm X abstained from like having any women, any sex, anything like that for about, I forgot how long, it was like 5 years, 10 years. I forgot the exact, I don't want to keep quoting it and I'm wrong. And I'm quoting and I'm wrong. But I know he abstained from sex and then he met his wife. And he just knew off the back she was his wife. But I forgot his name. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad was like, don't sleep with no women. And he was doing all that shit. He was the one sleeping with little girls because he found out because he got a little girl pregnant. Malcolm X found out because he got a little girl pregnant. Sleep with little girls, doing all this, and be the ones that you think is so honorable or so good that have the most dirt under their nails. You get what I'm saying? So once Malcolm X found that out, he said, what? And went to Mecca and started learning for himself. And he learned that he should not hate. That's when he learned he shouldn't hate white people. Because there's white Muslims too. No, I'm not a Muslim. I believe in Jesus. But it's just the information that I learned from that book that just taught me a lot. Like, yo, you got to learn for yourself. If you want something if you want to know about something, learn it yourself. It's a million ways to learn. It's a million ways to learn. They try to, oh yeah, another thing. His brother, when they said Elijah Muhammad said, oh, he banished his brother went crazy. And at first he thought, and Malcolm X said, oh, he thought it was God that that did it to his brother. But then he realized that it wasn't God. It was just that he realized that everybody his brother didn't know how to deal with everybody turning on him. And then later down the line, when everybody turned on Malcolm X, it didn't turn Malcolm X crazy because Malcolm X knew who he was. Again, like, that's powerful, yo. That's powerful, y'all. Like, it's just so much things to learn in life. So much things to learn in life. When you on your own path, when you doing your thing, and you striving, you making your way, people not gonna understand you. Elijah Muhammad got jealous of Malcolm X because Malcolm X was such a prolific speaker that he tried to kill Malcolm X. I mean, eventually they got him killed. Rest in peace. But you know what I mean? Sometimes we gotta just look at it like, yo, I'm gonna learn this. I'm gonna learn, like, nothing gonna stop me. Life is life is a long journey of learning. If you don't learn, you're gonna stay stagnant. If you stay stagnant dies. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So don't let nobody, I don't care who they is, don't let nobody keep you in that same spot. Keep you where you are. Keep learning, keep elevating, keep growing. Even sometimes you're gonna feel like it's not working. Especially me. You know how much times I was about to doubt. I was doubting myself. Let me not even say about to. I was doubting myself, thinking like, damn, am I really? And I just had to put my head back in my prayers, because I always feel good in the light of God. You get what I'm saying, y'all? Like, let's be great. And don't listen to what nobody else is saying. Don't keep learning. If you want to learn about something, learn it. Don't let nobody hold you back. Because if you don't look to learn for yourself, you can only get as far as what the next person could give you. Keep learning. With that being said, peace.